Hey guys, welcome to the week. It's Thursday and I'm very tired because I've been staying up finishing my costume to wear for tomorrow at kindergarten, though the International Festival is on actual Halloween, which is Saturday. And I did wear part of my costume for the Tsukasa School Halloween party, but I hadn't done any of the rope work because it's Jessie from Toy Story. I hadn't done any of the rope work on her cuffs or on the shirt, and I hadn't attached the pull string, and I hadn't put the snaps on because it was all held together with pins. So I've got the string in. Now I made sure this was a tie-on, so if I ever do need to wash this, I can untie this and this doesn't have to go through the wash. And then I've got the rope work on the front. And then I've almost finished the cuffs, but I've got the rope work on this one and the snap. Ooh, sorry, and then the snaps, which I've still got to take the chalk off. But then I just have this one left, and then I need to finish edging these. But I probably won't do that by tomorrow, and I'll do that. I will do that tomorrow so that it'll be okay on Saturday. But there you go, and then I'll have a costume. Yay! And I had to buy a really cheap Jessie costume, and hold on, well, it's really messy back there and I'm standing in front of it. Sorry. Okay, so I bought this really kind of cheap Jessie costume that is it's a one piece. It's just white down the back, and it is literally just one jumper, and the collar is all floppy, and I could have worn it, but I bought it because I needed the hat. So it came with the hat, and I wanted to do the belt, and anyway, so the only reason that I really bought this was to get the hat. But there isn't a belt, but there's a stitched on belt, and this is the belt buckle, and it was actually sewn on. So I detached this, and I'm gonna put it on my own belt so that I have her belt buckle. The only thing that I don't have for the Jessie costume is her two giant buttons, and I'm not gonna worry about those, because I don't have two giant buttons, and I could make them out of cloth, but it's not worth it. All right, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! At the International Festival hasn't started yet. Everyone's still prepping. And then above the booths they have the country name. So United States, United Kingdom, Thailand, and we have exchange students over there. Stage. Then I'm helping Sheena over there at Jamaica. And then it's South Korea and China and the Philippines and Canada. And I don't remember that flag, but it's like I know the flag, I've seen it before, but I don't remember what country that is. That's everybody. And then the face painting booth is over there. Biscuits and cheese! And tea!
の学校に行きますか？So what are you? 今日のコスチュームは
12月が終わって、11月が終わったら次12月やろ。その次またな1月になって2月になって3月になって4月になったらなひな幼稚園行く。
ああ、そう。
上下。
In
明日
April.
ハロウィンパーティーやんだ。
ハロウィンパーティー？
明日もおさんちに行く。
Number 2.
Oh, you guys are heavy.
Ladies walk.
重たい？
おお、重い。大丈夫。
いけない。重たい？
OK。ちょっと待って。おっしゃ、OK。
おっとっと。
いいな。
How old are you?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so 6歳. Which school do you go to? 学校かな？まだそう。So what is your costume? さあ今日は何ですか？
You guys are heavy.
Hi, 3歳の今日は何ですか？ What is your costume? Superman. So what is your name? Okay, her name is Kiki. And how old are you? 何歳かな？言ってあげて。She's 3 years old. 3歳です。What is your costume? Alice from Alice in Wonderland costume. Zombie. So he's a zombie. The next one. Hi. What color is this? Yellow. Let's practice. Let's practice. 練習。
Okay, are you ready?
Okay, ready? 用意ですか？
Simon says red up.
はい、サイモン、センズって言われたらレッドあら、イエローもこっちこっち。レッド、こっち。今練習だから OK、練習だから OK。わ
Simon says red up. Red down.
やっちゃった。
Simon says yellow up. Simon says green up. Simon says blue down. Blue up. Oh. Blue up. Simon says blue up. Simon says blue down.
We're about to do Old McDonald. They've all got animals, and they're teaching the sound, so all the kids are going to line up by the animals. But my animal is the skunk, and it has a little fart bubble that comes out of its tail. But I don't get any students. I just get to scare everyone away. Hey guys, it's Saturday, and I just got back from the International Friendship Festival, and I was Jessie, and most of the day I spent posing like this, and I'll post pictures. But so I finished everything. I actually used, I think I mentioned before, I used the belt buckle. I actually attached elastic to the back of it so I could just slide it over my belt. From the Jessie costume that came with the hat. So the things that I didn't make the belt, well I made the loop on the back, but I didn't make this printed version. I cut it off of this one. And I didn't make the hat. But everything else, and I bought the dress shirt, and obviously these are jeans. But I made the chaps, and I made the wrist cuffs, and I did all the stitching on the back. I made the wig, and I spray painted this and added the pull tab. So this is Jessie. So I had the pull tab and I had to, sorry if you couldn't hear me, and I was walking around, anytime there was a kid, I'd walk around holding the pull tab like this because they would pull and hang on it. Luckily, this is actually a bag. It came with two, it was clear and I spray painted it white. A bag handle, so it's made to hold quite a bit of weight, so I was fine. And I would hold it like this and drag the children behind me, so it worked pretty well. And the wig is a little bit thick on the braid, but I didn't have time to go back and make it nicer. And the hat didn't have a strap, so I added a strap to my hat as well, and I'm actually pretty pleased with it. So yeah, no, it's the 31st, so today is actually Halloween. Happy Halloween, you guys!
I'm at the grocery store and it's November 1st. Yesterday this was Halloween, and now there's even a tree. Dude, the meat is huge! Oh my god, I've never seen a steak that large here.
Hey guys, it's Sunday, and today I actually had the dress rehearsal for my Koto concert, which will be on the 3rd. But I also went in the morning with my Koto sensei and some of the other Koto players. I think there were five Koto players and one shakuhachi player. And shakuhachi is a vertical bamboo flute, and I would say like a recorder, but it's not, because you actually blow across the top like you would across the top of a flute or a jar. But it's flat, and then it has a little indent. It's actually kind of difficult to play or to get a sound out of. Anyway, so we went to a temple this morning, and the shakuhachi player, I think he's an official at the temple, because he had this little neck thing on, like this sash, and he talked to the congregation that was there, or the people came and they listened to us, and we played 3 pieces, and then he played his other a piece where it was a solo piece for him, and it was really cool. And I wanted to take a picture, but I'm not supposed to take pictures inside the temple, so I got a picture outside the temple. So the temple was on top of a large hill, and we had to drive up there and then unload the kotos into the actual temple itself. My sensei is smiling in this picture because the old gentleman taking the picture is clearly not holding the camera straight. But the best part of it is we were playing a song called Aki no Uta, which literally means Aki, which is fall or autumn, and no Uta is song. Well, Uta is song, so it's Song of Autumn, or Autumn's Song. And it's a compilation of, the actual piece itself is a compilation of maybe 4 or 5 pieces put together back to back to back to back. And we were playing them, and I've practiced them for a long time, and we were playing them, and as we were playing them, now the other pieces they sat and they enjoyed and they listened, but as we were playing this one, apparently the songs that they put together in this were really well-known songs that everyone knew, and the people began to sing it, and it was really cool. And it was really cool to hear, and I was focused on the music and the strings in front of me, so I wasn't actually looking out at the crowd, but you hear, because they didn't want to sing super loudly or anything, because 1, they're in a temple and you're kind of reverent already, and 2, I mean, there's a concert going on, but there was this low swell of voices that were singing. It wasn't a singing to be heard. It was a singing because it was a song that they knew so well that they couldn't help themselves. That was just so much part of growing up for them, or their culture, or whatever it was. It was a song that they just all intrinsically knew. Not because they'd heard it on TV or they'd heard it on the radio, but because it was part of their culture. And we have songs like that, and of course I'm not going to be able to think of anything off the top of my head, but that if you hear it playing, you sing to it kind of under your voice, and that just made me smile while I was playing. And every time we started a new section, I hoped that this would also be a song that they knew and that they would sing, and they did each time, and that completely made the morning. It made having to get up earlier, whatever it was wonderful. And so that was today, and then tomorrow I'll have school again, and then the day after that I'll have the concert. So hopefully I'll be able to get that for you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Hey guys, it's Monday, and I've gotten a little sick, unfortunately, and I know exactly why. but it happens. So I had to take down all of the Halloween stuff today, so that's what I did. It took about an hour, packed it all away, and I'd accidentally left, that was noisy, I accidentally left some of the stuff that I took to the International Festival to decorate here at my house. So I'll take that in tomorrow, pack that into the boxes, and then it'll be completely done. And so all the Halloween stuff is gone and all the Christmas stuff is out everywhere, but we're not actually putting up Christmas stuff at the school yet. That's not until December. But there's no intermittent, there's no Thanksgiving to break up the Halloween and Christmas thing. And Halloween isn't very big here, so there was Christmas stuff even out before Halloween started, which is super early, man. That's October, November, December. That's way too early. Anyway, I love Christmas. I adore Christmas, but it doesn't need to be Christmas for half of the year. Actually, I read a book called Outrageous Fortune. I believe it's by Tim Scott. Anyway, where people live, it's set in a kind of dystopian future, but not like the end of a war kind of thing. It's just the future and things aren't perfect. But people live in cities or areas that are designated by music preference, and one of them is like Christmas singles, where it looks like Christmas every year, and the main character mentions that it's nice to visit there sometime, but he wouldn't live there all the time because people there are a little bit crazy and they don't like to deal with problems because they just live in it's happy all the time, and everyone's required to be happy, and they have like these big burly men dressed as angels that reinforce happiness. Anyway, that aside, not much today. It's beginning of the week. It's Monday, and my boss was in New York, so she hadn't been around for the past couple days, and she just got back into the airport today, and so she'll be at work tomorrow. But tomorrow morning I have the Koto concert, so I'm going to go to bed so I get some sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. The performances that I recorded at the cultural concert where I performed the Koto, I left in more than I normally would have because I wanted to remember these. You can tell which one's my favorite because I recorded the entire bit. But if you don't want it, you can skip ahead. It's quite long. Just scroll ahead until you see me talking again. I will warn you, the singing is a lot different than you'll be used to, but the moving of the voice up and down like that is actually a really difficult vocal feat. So you can tell the difference. I have a recording of some of the kids doing it and then some of the older, more professional people doing it. And while it's definitely a lot different than what we're used to, it's extremely impressive what some of them can do. But I understand if it's not your cup of tea.
guys, it's Tuesday. Right now I'm at the Bunkakai-Con about to do a Koto concert. Unfortunately, I got some of the things before me, and hopefully I'll get a couple of things in between my two pieces, but I can't get anything after because my last piece is at 2:30 and work starts at 3. So I have to run out of here, get out of the kimono, and get to work. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to show you any of mine because I don't have anyone to film it, but I'll get some pictures. So I'm in the kimono that I'm borrowing from Mrs. Honjo. Anyway, so we just played Tsumugi, and we're gonna play Aki no Uta here in a minute. Then I'm gonna have to run to work because my last piece is at 2:30 and work is at 3. So I'll see you guys. Bye. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, it's November 4th, and I know I look super bundled up. It's actually not that cold during the day, but because I go home at 10 to 10:30 at night on a bicycle, it's actually really cold. And I just realized I don't have any food, so I'm about to go back outside, and I didn't want to take this all off. Otherwise, I'll never leave because I know myself. And I also know that I remembered this just now, and I've been really scatterbrained all day, and if I don't do this now, I probably won't do it, and then I'll miss a day. And I think I already missed one day. No, I think I got everything. Anyway, so today was both good and bad. Kind of bad because my boss had to take her mother to the hospital today because she couldn't walk. But she's okay. I mean, she can't walk still, but she's going to have surgery in December, so hopefully she'll be fine. But I realized I didn't know the niceties. Niceties seems shallow, but I didn't know the right phrases to use for concern. I tried to use the ones that I knew, that I was used to, that I grew up with, like, I hope everything turns out okay. Oh, I hope she's okay. Now, I know that she's not okay because clearly she's gone to the hospital, but when I said, I hope she's okay, if I say that, you know, I'm not confused about the situation. But as soon as I said that, she's like, well, she's not okay. I'm like, okay, oh, I know that. I didn't say I know that, but in my head, I'm like, well, I know that, but what am I supposed to say to convey my concern? And I did anyway, but it was another kind of a little bit of a roadblock going, no, like when someone says, oh, I've had a bad day, and you say, I'm sorry, and they're like, well, it's not your fault. Well, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. Yeah, anyway, so it's kind of like, oh, she's taking it literally, and I didn't realize how literally my concerns could be taken. Because I've always lived somewhere where that's a standard thing to say. So yeah, my boss actually just got back from New York because she was visiting, I think I said, one of the previous teachers, and she gave me pralines and like pecans and pralines or whatever, something from Trader Joe's. And so that was kind of unfortunate. The head of the kindergarten that I go to resigned a little bit ago and had his wife take over, but because he had a heart attack. And he'd come back from it, but unfortunately he's doing really badly right now. So they don't know if he's going to make it. So those two bad things happened today. But on a better note, one of my friends who does a YouTube channel called Thunk, if you guys are familiar with it, it's kind of a channel talking about, my arm's getting really tired because I'm holding this up. I should have put up a stand. Talking about interesting thinking points and discussion points all over the board through math, philosophy, you know, just all sorts of fun stuff. And this is his 3rd anniversary. He's starting the 3rd year of his YouTube channel doing this thing. So good on you. And thank you so much for keeping that up. That's a really cool thing you've got going there. But other than that, that's the end for today. I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go get some food. And my arm's getting really tired from holding up this camera. So I'll see you guys. Bye. Desu ka? This is one of the most standard things to use at the end of a sentence to indicate that it is a question. For example, genki desu ka means, are you healthy? Are you well?